Alright guys, here's another little quick update. Looks like we got about 95% of the primer off of this thing. I mean, all this discolored stuff is going to get gone. I'm gonna scuff it off. But I mean, the more I get off of this thing, the more impressed I am. I mean, all the lower areas that you would think would be I mean, there's more filler in that door right there, and it looks rough because it was raw, and I still got a lot of that. Believe it or not, that surface rust comes off a lot harder than the primer does. But I mean, little filler here, and a little bump up there that I had in the past. But I mean, look at these quarters. I mean, just a little bit of filler right here. I mean, the back part where you thought would be ate up, and there's nothing there. Man, a little bit of collision damage here, right there, some little stuff here, little something there, but other than that, I mean, this body is just, I mean, it's amazing, as far as no rust, and really, I mean, for 56 years, no real collision damage either. But we're not anywhere close to being done. I mean, I want this thing to be shiny and all. You know, I'm gonna finish up with the 80 grit, which is what I've been working on, and then I'll go behind it with a 240 grit, and then epoxy it, and then a high build primer behind that. So, but I mean, this thing is amazing. It's super straight. It's really gonna paint up nice. Like I said, this is a lot of work. I mean, there hadn't been a bunch of videos because, I mean, it's a lot of hand sanding because all the contours on the body and everything, but it's coming together. I mean, it's just taking a lot of time, but I mean, it's gonna be really smooth, and it's gonna make for a really nice paint job. Like I said, it's taking a long time, and this is just the back part of the body. I mean, I still got two fenders, a hood, and all the daggone front end trim to get sanded, which I'm not worried about that right now. I'm gonna get the body in primer, and then we'll worry about the rest of it. I'm gonna be able to get it where if I need to back it outside for something, you know. I've got to have a 58 to 59 inch drive shaft. I measured it, but being by myself, it was kind of hard to measure accurately. But if I had a 59 inch drive shaft, I could fix something up, and I'd be more closer to getting it to where I could crank it up and move it in and out the shop or whatever. I'd put the radiator support on it and get it to where it would run. But right now, like I said, I'm not too concerned about that because I want to get the body in primer. It's been exposed to weather for way too long. So we'll get it together. I'm working out something on the disc brakes for the rear. I've already pretty much got the front planned out for discs. So, I mean, she's coming together. Y'all ain't seen a whole bunch, but there's a lot of planning and figuring and a whole bunch of sanding going on. And like I said, I'll have it in primer before long. And like I said, find me a drive shaft. I found one that would work, but it's got a couple of pits in it. Plus, and I got it right here. There's two bad places right there. I really don't like the way they look. Well, there's another one right there. Looks like it's been laying on the ground way too long. I got it from somebody gave it to me. I'm not worried about that broke part right there because that will get cut off and replaced, but I'd rather start with a better shaft. And I don't have anything around here that's close to that length, so I'm gonna have to find some kind of donor shaft that I can get going with, and then once I do that, then I'll concentrate on trying to get this motor running, which, I mean, it's in here. I'm gonna change the front drive so I can put a car intake on it, and it won't be much. I got, like I said, I got a brand new fuel tank right there that come with the car. I think I'm gonna plumb an inline fuel pump because it's just the way the tank's made. So, I mean, that won't be too awful bad, and then I can get it where I can pull it in and out the shop when necessary. But like I said, this is where we're at, and it's just coming along really slow. Yeah, I continue to be impressed with this body, but I did find some things, some history on the car. Right along this edge here, and along some of the seams, and along this rocker right here, I found out how they got this car down to bare metal. They used a chemical paint stripper, and in these areas they didn't get all the old paint off, and it was like really chalky. If you look on the floor where all the black dust is from the primer, there's some white on top, and that come from where I sanded the bottom of this rocker here, and all that old stripper absorbed paint come off. I mean, it was like a popcorn ceiling almost when it come off. And if you look, you can probably still see some of it still on there. And like I said, there was a little bit right here on the edge of the door. I can still feel it. I ain't got all of it yet. And some of it was still in the creases. So it is a good thing I took this all the way down through the primer. Just find some of this stuff. But I mean, it's still amazing. All this rocker here is amazingly clean as far as no rust or rot or anything. But yeah, like I said, I'm glad I'm doing this. It might not have hurt the final paint, but then again, you never know. And after you get the material on and it starts coming off, here's some more right here. After you get the material on and it starts coming off, then it's too late. You have to strip it all the way back down. And these are only some of the edge spots too where a chip would likely arise. So, yeah, anyhow, it's coming along. Still got a long ways to go.